Okay, this is my second video on let's make a GUI. All right, we've reached a point where we've got the number 5. We know some things about the number 5, among other things. Print. We know that the number is a string. Just the class just says so. So that's something we can know. We've identified. We know that strings have certain properties or attributes. And we know that they come out ugly, ugly, ugly like this. So one of the things we want to do is to start with, let's get rid of everything that's double spaced or double underscore dundies. Let's get rid of all our dundies. So let's build a process up here. And we're going to pass it a list. Where are we going to get this list from? Well, we're going to make a list. Excuse me. Gosh. We're going to make a list. And the list we're going to make is, I'm just going to call it the list. I'm funny that way. Equals. dir number. Now, what we just printed, you saw, that's in this list. So we can run and we can print this list real quick. I got to put a pass up here. Anytime I go to run something, and this happens, and you run into that type of an error, put a pass underneath it. It'll go. There. It's your list printed. You don't want all these dundies. The dundies are the double underscore. So we're going to start a temp list here. The idea behind this is to show you how to work with lists, among other things, and how to divide things up into tasks. And this is a get rid of list tag, or dundies tags. So we're going to do a for I in range. And if you have an issue with this, hunt this down on the web or ask me a question. Now, one of the things you can do in Python is use the in verb. So, if I say, if double underscore in the list sub I, and you have to view a list as you would an array. You transverse through a list. It's just a collection. You know, working in the dark is not a lot of fun. I'm going to take care of this. I'm going to pause this video right now. Okay, I turned some lights on so I can see my keyboard a little bit better. Let's keep going here. And put my colon in there. I'm going to pass it. Else, I'm going to append temp list. Now what that'll do is that will eliminate any Dundies that are there. And when I'm done, I'm going to return temp list. So we're going to do this, the list equals get rid of Dundies. I'm going to send it the list. And then we're going to print the new list, the list after it's been changed. And you can't tell the difference because I did something silly. I didn't put in a couple of print lines in there to make it beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Actually, it doesn't have to be beautiful. It just has to be. And let's put 22 in there. And there's my break, and this is my new list. You see it's much smaller. Now, I don't know how much smaller it is. We can determine that by saying print the length of the list. And then we'll print the length of the list here. $45.78. So I've done away with 33 individual Dundies that were there. So I'm done with that. That makes me happy. That list becomes smaller. So the fact that the list has become smaller means it's more manageable. And that's what you're looking at. You don't want a bunch of Dundies in there uglying up your screen when you don't have to have them. Dundies are a nice thing to have, but you have to know how to use them, and they're not part of our world right now. What is part of our world are the methods that we can do with strings and make them work. Okay, so I've got a list here. Now, let's do some real quick math. If I've got 45, that means I can go 9 across and 5 deep, or 5 deep and 9 deep and 5 across. So that's pretty bold. Pretty bold. That's a lot of spaces. But doesn't mean I can't do it. It means I have to do the math correctly. So let's start by figuring a couple of things out. Let's go look at my window maker. And my window maker comes up, it blocks out my program, but I don't care because I'm just looking to build a window. So let's start by building a window, shall we? First thing you need to do when you build a window is put some things out there. Okay, now I'm gonna send a title to this, so we're going to do window maker dot a window and we're gonna make it, oh, I don't know, let's call it display methods display, we'll call it. And we'll give it a size of 1,000 by 1,000. Let's run it real quick and see what happens. Now, I'm going to put, I'm going to give this a name, window WIN1. And I'm going to give it a main loop so that it doesn't run and shut down on me. Aha! It has no A window. You're right, it doesn't. That is a capital W. There's my window. That's 1,000 by 1,000 window. Now I want to make that window a little bit bigger. Let's make it, 1,100 or 1,200. So that it takes up the entire screen. I don't know how big the screen is. Don't care. I do it until I get what I want. Now you'll notice my exit button is always down here at the base. All windows should have an exit button. No matter what you do, they should always have an exit button. That's one of the reasons you use a module to build things. Because if you use a module to build things, you can throw in an exit button in there. And that's important. Exit buttons allow me to do a number of different things. One, I can have a Windows 1. Let's open a Windows 2. And a Windows 3, and I don't have to worry about anything. Notice I've got 3 windows opened. And I can close them all in order. Stop the program. Don't have anything to worry about. So if I run out of space on one, I'm not going to run out of space on them all. And I'm going to freeze this right here. We've already got the list made. We're going to come back in a minute and we're going to make a file.